Hello, I'm here with Wendy. I'm going to talk to her. This is crazy, guys. Let me tell you something. Guess who was sitting next to me on the plane on the way here from Seattle? This chick right here. It turns out we're in the same family. So, okay, I can't stop touching your muscles. I really can't. You are so strong.
Thank you.
I mean, you're so strong. Look at that definition. This is like what I want.
Like, I mean, anyone seriously. Can have it.
Okay, let's talk about how I can get that. And so many people can get that. If you're just listening, if you're just listening to the podcast, she is beyond ripped, but not to the point where it's like gross. It's just like hot. It's hot rippedness, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
And do you mind saying how old you are?
I'm 46.
And today's your birthday.
Oh, I'm turning 46 today. Yes.
Yes. I'm 45 and I'm very weak. Okay. I've survived 4 cancers, as you know, and I was put in, hospice at one point. So I'm rebuilding my muscle.
Right.
But tell me what I need to do to look like you.
You're so cute. Well, what anybody needs to do is eat lots of protein and lift heavy weights.
So okay, lots of protein. So what does that mean?
I would always recommend animal-based.
Ooh, really? That's interesting for cancer folks.
Well, I understand that. Because the amino acid profile is completely present in an animal-based protein. That's why it makes it very bioavailable to us. A plant-based protein isn't very bioavailable because the amino acid profile is lacking. And the only way for it to be like ideally fully or almost fully bioavailable to us for absorption is for it to be an animal-based protein where all the amino acids are present.
So what animal-based proteins do you recommend?
My favorite is beef. I love beef. I eat it twice a day.
You eat beef twice a day?
Yeah.
I eat tofu twice a day. All right. I eat tempeh twice a day.
Lots of people do. I certainly don't.
I eat beans. These are not great.
And so
these are not great forms of protein.
Well, they're not going to give you the look that you want. And so I will say there's eating for this, which is strength and looks. Then and I do also eat for health, but if we're battling something like cancer or other illness, then this type of eating doesn't always mesh.
Right.
So we have to eat for what matters right now in our life.
Right.
Right. And so when someone is cancer free, right, then
bring on the beef.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about these arms. My gosh. You don't mind I'm just groping you constantly. If you're just listening to this, you're just going to hear her laugh because I keep touching her arms. They're so like Arnold Schwarzenegger arms, but they're like sexy Arnold Schwarzenegger arms, but they're so buff, I don't meet women like this. I don't. I live in a very academic kind of place. People don't buff up like this. Okay. So this is exotic for me. So let's talk about, say I did start eating plant-based, not plant-based proteins. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then what else? What else do I do?
Lift heavy weights. So a lot of women in particular think that they can only lift maybe 10 pounds,
right,
maybe 15. But it's, I will say in my experience, it took my trainer to tell me to lift up the next heaviest weight. I wouldn't have done it otherwise because I didn't think that I could. So when I'm training my clients,
so push yourself, basically.
I tell them to pick up the next weight.
How many reps do I do, or what's the format?
Oh, there's a gazillion ways to train.
Right. And you're a trainer.
There really is. Yeah. I would suggest around 10-ish reps, but going to failure. So if you're curling and you're not making funny faces or breathing weird,
okay,
grimacing and the whole 9 yards, then it's too light.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I should be grimacing.
The last rep should be hard
Okay.
and heavy and slow.
How many
'cause
reps?
I'd say around 10-ish.
10-ish.
Yeah.
How many times?
What? Oh, you mean sets?
How many sets of the reps?
Again, there's a gazillion ways to train,
Right.
but
Generally.
a typical bodybuilding format would be 3 sets of 10 or something,
Okay.
you know, generic like that.
How many times? Now, how many times a week do I go and lift weights?
3 to 4 times.
3 to 4 times?
Is that a lot?
I mean, are you kidding me?
What do you think it should be?
I have children. I have a life. I run a nonprofit.
Well, that's most people. Most people have
Right.
children in a life.
Yeah.
But if it's 1 hour, 3 to 4 times a week, I think that's pretty doable, don't you?
I guess. And you alternate different body parts, right? You one day you stick with the arms. Next day you stick with the legs.
Well, again, every plan is different, and I wouldn't give a split routine to a beginner. So if you and I were first working together and you had never weight trained ever, I would never give you a plan like that. I'd give you a full body workout. Because it's just there's just so much.
And where does cardio play in this muscle building process?
I don't do any cardio.
Woo! Did you hear that, folks? That is shocking. These girls are laughing because we're in shock. Are we not in shock? Because you always see this girl, you know, everybody's running on the machines and climbing up the stairs to go nowhere, stairway to nowhere. And I'm like, stairs.
Yeah, pretty much.
I lived on the Stairmaster in my early years. I mean, running for nowhere. I don't like doing that.
No, and neither do I.
But I love yoga.
Neither do I.
I love yoga.
And that's not cardio.
Yeah.
Right?
That's stretching.
Total
That's
opposites.
stretching.
Yeah.
So you don't need to do cardio.
Well, I'm not saying that, but when we weight train with enough intensity, the heart rate gets super high.
Oh, yes.
So it's actually quite beneficial in that way. I call it
I love dancing. I love dancing. So
me too. So my cardio is karaoke and dancing while I sing.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're wrapping it up. Okay. We're gonna give people. We're gonna be taking a photo now. But can you just do me a favor and just show me your guns? Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh! Oh my God, girlfriend! All right. Oh my God. Where do we find you? Where do we find you? Can you be my personal trainer?
We'll talk.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Online personal trainer.
My name is Wendy Turk. Tirk.
Where do you live?
I live in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada.
Oh, she's in Canada. Yeah,
Canada.
All right. Thank you for filming us, and don't forget to subscribe to my Substack and my podcast.
Substack.
Yes, the Cancer Goddess. Yeah, awesome. Can you get a picture of her guns, like doing that?
Oh, I zoomed in.
No, get a picture, just a regular picture.
I'm gonna cut it off.
Do the guns.
Well, here, do you want one of these?
I'm still filming. I love it. Okay, I'll cut it off now.
Okay.
And then I'll cut it.
Okay, right, yeah.
Oh, what are we doing?